Doing another video. Saturday. Yep. First week of December gone. So, what are we going to talk about today? So, we'll talk about a lot of stuff. We have multiple major escalating conflicts going on. Yeah, we do. And it's not going to get any better anytime soon. Ukraine and Russia are going at it in the dead of winter over there. I'm expecting things to get tactical nukes, micro nukes to be exact, in locations that are underground again. Several places are operating the war against Ukraine that are going to get struck. So in my last video, I talked about we had some Ukrainian troops, air pilots training in Arizona. They've been training in Washington State, and for some reason the U.S. government thinks they can bring these American military personnel to help Ukrainians threaten American people. That's the best way to put it, right? So all of a sudden now we have Ukrainian troops who are part of Nazi brigades, Azov and Maidan. Most of them were wiped out early on in the conflict, but they've brought them over here, and it makes me real angry because Biden said something to the effect of like, we're gonna fight until the very last Ukrainian. I believe that he's stating and claiming that there's Ukrainian operatives here, even some fine-ass Ukrainian women embedded that speak perfect English. They're given good jobs with Charles Schwab, at the Scottsdale, businesses, Beverly Hills, Miami, all important locations here in America, and they've been here for a while. And they're here to do nothing more than murder Americans that they don't want around anymore. Doesn't matter if you're Delta Force or Marines, Special Forces, Navy SEALs. I've told you that even my tribe was involved in murdering U.S. Navy SEALs that they didn't want around anymore. They were using some Arab girls that would show up from foreign nations, whether it doesn't matter, Jordanian or Qatar or UAE, Israeli, Thailand, using these fine girls that are just basically trained. They get guys drunk. Even my casino did it to me. They spiked my drink one time and put something in there that was more powerful than just, shot of tequila. And, they've tried killing me a few times. So it makes me mad when Biden says he's going to fight to the very last Ukrainian, and they've brought these Ukrainians here to America. I don't have to like Ukraine. I don't have to like people from Ukraine. I don't have to like this war that's going on, another war. I've told you that they fought and they could have just let everything go. Russia took over the Crimea Peninsula. They took a couple regions over, and that was it. Now we got this full-scale war going on. So that's what I have to say about that. I don't know why you're bringing them over here to be Ukrainian cops in America. They're not wanted here. All they're here to do is try to track down Americans they don't want, whether you're black or white or what other race. Same thing for the Arabs. I'm studying this little report today. UAE is allowing Russia and other hostile nations that want to destroy America and kill American troops to set up big, huge, lavish businesses and operate out of Dubai. And yet we have people from the UAE intelligence division, and even the king's son was here from the UAE in Scottsdale, Arizona, with a license plate that says Buy in Phoenix, BUYNPHX. And here they are doing these huge blockbuster deals with BRICS, with Russia, with other nations that want to kill American military personnel. So, I mean, why are they allowed to come over here and operate inside Arizona or California or Seattle? And there's no dividing line for that. You know, when World War II was going on, it was, hey, if you're on their side, then you're going to be considered an enemy combatant to us. You're not with us. So why is this being allowed? Because the United States just wants to kill off as many people as they can. I've even said the UK is involved in murdering Americans. You know, they operate their British Intelligence Division, GCHQ, the Five Eyes. They send their spies over here to America. They're given condos, $1 million houses. They fly around all around the country in Lear jets and private jets and first class, and it's all covered. And all they're here to do is try to murder people off, and then they fly back home to the UK. And I really do mean that. Last time I put on here, you know, they've allowed all these Mexicans to move into America. You know, here in Arizona, it's a lot of threats coming from these families, from these kids. They just want to murder American people. It doesn't matter if you're black or white. They just want to murder you. That's all they're here for. And the governors have allowed them to move in. They give them all nice jobs. They're working for all the big corporations like Walmart, Planet Fitness, other corporations. And they're like, oh, well, we're here now, you know, we're going to murder people. We're here to take over. You know, we built all this stuff. It's ours now. And that's been part of their plan, DHS. It's a Nazi-affiliated organization. I even went for a short run. You know, it pays to a peak. They renamed it a long time ago after the young lady died over there. One of the first Native American ladies to die in active combat over there in that theater of war, right? So they renamed the mountain region for her. And there was a German lady there, and she said something, I don't know, I had my earplugs in jamming to my music, but I know she said something to me that was stupid. So when she drove past me, she had her windows down, so I just called her a Nazi. You know, these Nazis have been here, and some of them are even politicians in America that want to do nothing more than just murder American military people. And this is to the Joint Chiefs of Staff, man, to all of you guys that sit over there in the Pentagon, sitting over there at JSOC Command, SOCOM, sitting deep underground in Cheyenne Mountain and a couple other locations that you have underground domes, that we don't want these German people here no more. They don't belong here. I don't care. They seem to live until they're extremely old age for some reason. They're not wanted here in America, man. You know, you brought a lot of them over in Operation Paperclip. You took their secrets, and, you know, you've had them here for a long time. There's even a couple nations that are affiliated with the Nazi agenda. And this shooting is very suspicious that what happened in Las Vegas, because I'm looking at the 3 professors that were just killed, and they're all foreign. I don't know. It's just weird. Something else is behind it. You know, they've wanted this to have these shooters, you know, just kill people at schools. Even the one kid of the Michigan shooting that happened a couple years ago, I'm pretty sure he was coerced. They psychologically pushed him to do so. They used subliminal mind messages. They used white noise technology. They used people to cross paths in his life to the point where he actually finally took a gun to school and murdered 4 kids, because that's what they want. And then Biden's going to say some stuff about, you know, oh, we need gun control. We need to do something about the guns. But here he is supplying weapons and guns to, you know, Ukraine. Going to send over a bunch of F-16s. You know, what's worse, an F-16 or a 9mm? You knew that kid was going to do something stupid, and foreign intelligence operatives were involved and coercing that kid to kill off American kids, that's how they do it. And it's foreign influence. And they have people in underground bases that can get into your kid's phone. They can get into your kid's flat screen TV. All across America, every single damn house has a stupid flat screen sitting in their kid's room, and they're sitting there staring at it the whole damn time, and they're flashing subliminal messages across that. You know, when we were kids growing up, we didn't have a damn television in our room. You go to every house, every damn kid needs a television in their room. And all night long, they can ping frequency. If that thing is plugged in, if it's hooked up to your cable, whatever provider, it doesn't matter. It's all the same. They're not different. One provider is not different from the other. They're all ran by the same corporation. Even the cell phone companies, they just want to have them have different names to make it feel like you have a choice of your provider. It's all ran by the same. But that's what they do, man. And you people are too stupid, you know. You take the televisions out of your kid's room, and you have one television in the family room like it used to be back in the old days. You unplug that thing every night, and something will change in your house. Even your cell phones. For the longest time, I left my cell phone right there, and I caught people doing subliminal mind messaging through my cell phone. So how many kids have their cell phones with them? They got to sit there and text away all night long, right? Get on their little group chats with their friends, which is fine. You know, they need to have that connection. Their social media, right? All that stuff. But, you know, how many parents will say, okay, you know, it's 9:30, you got to get up and get ready for school at 6 in the morning or whatever. Give me your phone and shut it off. That's how they do that stuff, man. It makes me mad. Sitting here having, and these Mexicans here are trying to justify that they can kill people in America now. Oh, we're here. We were told to be here by the United Nations. We were told to be here. The President Obrador and said we're here to murder Americans and take over. So this is what they're saying to me. So I'm not making this up. This is stuff that these Mexicans here in Phoenix, Arizona, in Glendale, in Scottsdale are telling me. You know, I don't know. I don't have no fine Mexican wife. All I get is ugly looks from these piece of crap Mexicans. I go to a Mexican food shop over here, and they want to have a problem with me. And it's okay for Governor Hobbs and Governor Ducey and the Attorney Generals to allow these Mexicans here in Arizona to have nice jobs, to have all these nice fancy trucks, to have all these nice houses. You know, I said earlier in my last post, you know, we have realtors here that are foreign now, and they're only giving houses to Mexicans or immigrants that come across from foreign nations. Even we have black Africans that are not American Africans that are here that help build the United States of America. You know, right? Now they've brought over all these foreign black families from the continent of Africa that are here to murder those families. And I've been saying that for a long time, man. There's no reason for them to be here. I caught one of them here at the Planet Fitness saying something about murdering off the presidential families, man. And they've been planning that for a long time. Even all these kids, oh, we don't care. We don't care if we're here to kill off the president's family members and the vice presidents. And, you know, here I go again talking about the national security threat that needs to be dealt with, like, now. You know, we're watching some people's family members get charged that are with and associated with these presidential families. Well, yeah, they all do dirty business. They all lie, steal, and cheat, get away with everything they can. They're the president's family. They can do whatever they want to do. Yeah, it's been going on for a long time, and it progressively got worse. You know, when was the last good, true standing American president that the United States has had? Or maybe a few other nations, right? I mean, how long ago was it? So that's what I have to say today. Again, I even stepped in here to Walmart, and there's like threats from 15 Mexican families in there. And this is not your country, man. I don't care how long you've been here. I don't care if your cousin is a cop for Phoenix, your sister works for a court system somewhere, you have a brother that's on the Chandler City Council. All you are here to do is systematically, in a well-coordinated fashion, is to murder American families that they don't want around anymore. And that's been exposed, man. Just like Tulalip tribe. and a lot of people were military. A lot of people up there from the United States Army, from the United States Navy, the DIA, Defense Intelligence Agency. One of the few families I worked around, they're like, oh, we were told we could do whatever we want to. My wife, my so-and-so was with the DIA for X amount of years. You know, I told you that. It doesn't mean you can murder people or do whatever you want to because you get contracts handed to you and your family, man. You know, I've had problems with these chicks from showing up from Tulalip, Sarah Ramage, Val from the police department there, other families. Even this chick, this Mexican chick, everyone talks to me about her everywhere. Mariana from Casa Grande, you know, doing things, targeting me, taking my stuff from my vehicle like it's an ongoing joke. Even up there in Washington State, you know, people going into my room, they were sending people in there to just steal stuff, go down to my vehicle, stuff would be taken out of my vehicle, out of my backpack. And most recently it was like another sports trading card. You know, I went there and found a unique card. It was a fun card. Somebody's gonna steal it. So now all of a sudden it's well, so and so's daughter, they wanted it, so if they're gonna steal it, then they can steal it all they want to. And I'm telling you, there's gonna be consequences for that. There is, man. There sure is. And I don't know, man. I'm kind of mad. You know, I put in a lot of money to the stock market, and none of my stocks want to raise. And it seems like you people have been holding it back on purpose. Even TD Ameritrade. I made another phone call this week. I said, hey, man, you know, you people just need to give me my money back. You know, they're all like, oh, there's fraud going on with this account, sir. We shut it down. And these people who run the fraud division, you know, they're basically top secret, and we don't have to tell you their names or how to contact them. So I'm asking for some help from the Black Ops military worldwide to send a clear message to Charles Schwab and his TD Ameritrade fraud department that they should not be targeting guys like me that help in situations far away that are dangerous. They shouldn't be allowed to do that. If there was something wrong with my account, they could have had somebody call me and say, Mr. Power, is this you? You're opening up an account for $5,000. And even so, here we go again with the PGA Tour. You know, they're out there laughing like, oh man, I hope he puts his money in and then they're going to tank it and he's going to lose all his money. And, you know, F this guy. And sheriff's out there supposed to murder some presidential family member's kid. So now we have acts of treason coming from the PGA. And there's a lot of big names that I think are involved. A lot of guys who want to swing their little golf club around, and they're part of the problem, and they need to be dealt with. Them and their families, no matter what country they fly in from, they need to be dealt with. And that makes me very angry, man, that I was at the Charles Schwab tournament working only 2 days out of 4. And they're going to sit there and make threats to me. The people running the, I think it was PV, they were running the food. Because that's what I was doing. I was there to cook burgers and chicken. Stand over the grill. I mean, it's not a hard task. And it's what I wanted to do, something fun. And now all of a sudden we have like national security threats coming from the PGA Tour, and these people are involved. They should be dealt with, man, significantly. And I'm asking for some help with this. You know, I don't appreciate it, man. And I don't even like seeing this war going on between Israel and Hamas. Any war should make somebody mad. You have one nation that wants to kill off the other nation. There's all these nations told Hamas, hey, do this incursion into Israel and you know, kill a whole bunch of their people, and they did, and kidnapped a whole bunch of their people, and they did. Now Israel's retaliated with extreme force and devastating power that's very overwhelming on the tiny little strip. And you know, Hezbollah is involved, and Iran and the Houthis, So I'm asking for some help. You know, if the Houthis are trying to murder Saudi Arabian people and blow up your oil refineries, then I should be getting help from Saudi intelligence and Saudi special forces personnel and Israeli special forces personnel here in Phoenix, Arizona, to deal with these Nazis, to deal with these Mexicans we don't want here that are very dangerous. They're not wanted here. And the people that are hiring them should be dealt with too, man. It's not a joke. You don't sit there, well, until they're carrying around an AK-47 or have some RPGs or a sophisticated air missile system to launch at Luke Air Force Base, to kill a princess or something, then we're not going to do nothing about it. No, that's not right, man. Messages need to be sent, even to my tribe. Things that happened to me in Tulalip should not have happened. And even so, I believe that there was a lot of foreign nations involved there. It's very international up there. I believe some Asian nations were involved. Some Persian and Arabic nations were involved. Germany. There was a lot of girls who would show up and speak with a British accent. So, there I go again, telling you that these people from London are involved. And people were murdered there in Tulalip. They disappeared families. They disappeared people off in those nice rooms. And the cops and the sheriffs were involved. State Patrol. We had a presidential family stay there at one point in time. Mr. Obama and his family were there. So that makes me very angry and upset, man. Because I'm not getting my money. I'm not getting my money from those people the way I should be. I should have a lot of money from the Tulalip Indian Reservation. I should. To sit there and get arrested by a fake cop one night, and then the cops are saying, hey, we're going to fucking kill you. We don't care about you, man. We don't care if this guy's son who's on the board, he's the treasurer of the tribe. We don't care if he was running around in a cop uniform. And that's how they act, man. And that needs to be dealt with. Because those are the people there that said that they were going to murder presidential families here of the United States of America. So they should not be allowed to operate. And not like a sit back and wait attitude about it.